Are you interested in becoming an actor? Check out this episode. Welcome to Inside Plug, the podcast where independent creators and entrepreneurs connect and inspire. I'm your host, Devon Jones. Today on our show, we have filmmaker Kevin Moriarty. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Devon.
Glad to have you here. So, Kevin, we are on our international tour. We had our UK side, we had our Ireland side. Now we're up in Canada. You guys are closer to us than everyone else. And once again, we're trying to reach out to all filmmakers, all actors, all creators as much as we can. And once again, we want to let you know, just like we let all the other actors know, we love actors.
Perfect.
We appreciate what y'all do, and we are always looking to hear how your journey started, the projects that you're working on, and what's next. So Kevin, we have some projects here that you worked on, but just through our flow, before we discuss the projects, let's talk about Kevin as an actor and a filmmaker. What started the journey for you?
Crazy story, actually. I was actually just hanging out at my place. My buddy called me up saying he's got a role on The Last of Us. But because it was during COVID, they wouldn't let him take his kid inside for the fitting, the costume fitting. So he just asked me to come and babysit his kid in the parking lot while he did a costume fitting. Once he was done, he came out with the casting director. We chatted for a couple of minutes. She handed me a business card, was like, call me. I'm going to get you on set. And within 2 weeks, I was on The Last of Us just as a background performer, but it was an unreal experience. I got to meet Bella Ramsey. I had a scene with Pedro Pascal. It was crazy. So it lit that fire, and I've been going hard ever since.
That's awesome. Just jump right in there with big names and everything. I love that.
It was cool.
All right. Would you be able to share with us a little bit about, that background experience, that set, that production?
Yeah, so the episode I was in was episode 6. And so we were filming in a place called Canmore, which is outside of Calgary. Tiny, small mountain town, but they had taken the entire main street and converted it into the set of Jacksonville, Wyoming. It was unreal. Like they had a 60-foot table or tree wall, like everything was converted. They changed all the store fronts, names, everything. And there was about 350 backgrounds or 350 extras. It was such a massive undertaking, but it was probably the coolest experience by far. I got to meet a lot of really cool people that I still have connections with today. One of the assistant directors that I met, I've worked with just recently on another project. Like the connections were phenomenal, and the people were so cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So now you got that background experience and then boom, you jump right in it.
Yeah, I got myself an agent right away. I started doing more background work. Was really pushing to start into the principal side of things. So my very, very first credit that I received to be part of the union was with The Birds Who Fear Death. Um, Really cool little indie story about some Indigenous brothers that go through a struggle trying to get some money that they believe they're owed, and really fun story if you haven't seen it. But there's some amazing talent as well. Adam Beach, we've seen him on Wind Talkers, and he's done quite a bit. He's a big name up here. Graham Greene, another huge Indigenous actor. Unfortunately, he's recent to his past, but some super cool talent. And I was really, really lucky to be able to be on that set with these guys and just share the screen for 30 seconds.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So with the Birds Who Fear Death, could you share with us your character and experience and with this new experience that you're gaining with acting, are you taking any acting classes or like what's helping you, get through that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the character that I played on the show, his name was Steph Cornfield. He was a Métis character, which for me, I mean, generally Métis are ginger, with ginger red hair, kind of white folk. But I'm a really big dude. I'm like 6'3", 290. So I don't fit the stereotype of a Métis, but it was a lot of fun to be there. We had it was really just a quick scene. We're basically out in the farmer's field taking pot shots at bottles on a fence. The camaraderie between myself and Adam Beach and Simon was really fun. We had a great time. Nathaniel Arcand was also on set with us. really cool guy. But yeah, it was just a quick little like we're shooting bottles, having drinks and stuff in the field, and then the brothers had this interaction with one of the main characters and trying to get their money back. But it was a really really cool set. As far as acting classes, yeah, I started taking classes, a couple of different places in the city to take them, but I've been working with Chad Rook, who now is my business partner with an acting school. So I'm one of the coaches now. And so I took classes with him for about a year, and then he approached me about assisting with coaching. And now I've been coaching students to kind of do the same thing I was doing.
I love it. I love it. And one thing I want to throw in there, so for the other actors and filmmakers that I've we had on the show that's from Canada, I love how you guys are easily able to just name drop each other and like, bring each other's attention, like, that maybe haven't been exposed or is just, looking for some extra eyes and ears on them. And I really appreciate that y'all do that. Um, Also, I hear there's a big festival out there, the Red Rug Affair. Where that was name dropped on a couple episodes as well. I love that y'all do that. All right. So Kevin, let's talk about this other project we have here with you in. It's called A Time to Kill.
So that one actually, that was a school project that we did. And basically, we pick scenes that we want to do and represent our talent. And then we have directors and casting directors come in and watch the scene. So the movie actually is, it's an older movie, but it has Matthew McConaughey, Samuel L. Jackson. Like it's a star-studded cast. Unbelievably good movie. If you haven't seen it, talks a lot about the struggles in the South between Black and the KKK and unreal story. But the final scene is what I did. And, it's where the lawyer is trying to defend his client, for murdering two white kids for raping his daughter. It was crazy. So did the scene, felt really good about it. When they kind of brought the lights back up, there was not a dry eye in the classroom. I had everyone in tears. So it really hit me that is like that was probably one of my best performances thus far.
I can agree. Not saying I haven't seen your other performance, but when I seen this particular clip, it got me as well. And I'm curious on, did you have to go through any type of preparation for this particular scene? Like, have you experienced something that helped this come out or your character? Or like, how did you train specifically for this particular scene?
Um, it's a lot of, digging deep into your emotional state and finding things that can almost put you in that same mental state. It's not something that, when you just start acting, you're going to be able to get. It does take a lot of work, a lot of training, and a lot of understanding of what you have the ability to do and what you need to develop. So what I was doing was just kind of, I watched the movie a couple of times, was thinking, if I was this character talking about this scenario of the little girl, like, how is that going to hit me, knowing that I don't actually know who she is? So I was thinking about, experiences that I had in my other careers. I was doing security and loss prevention, ran into lots of unique people and unique situations that kind of fed a little bit of that emotional turmoil for me. And I really kind of leaned into that when I started my performance. And it took me exactly where I needed it to go. And it was truly one of my favorite performances.
Awesome. I love that. Also, before we jump into the other projects, while we're at it, Kevin, could you share with us how can the audience find some of your work and find your pieces?
I mean, I have a public Instagram, so I'm happy to share that. They can go to Kevin_Moriarty at Instagram, and my links to my Vimeo with all of my posted classwork and audition scenes are there.
Awesome. All right. All right. So now let's talk about this next project. This one is a TV series. It's called Walter Boys. How was the experience working on that and being that this is a TV series rather than a film?
Yeah. My Life with the Walter Boys. I had done a couple extra scenes in season one, and then I got a role as the bouncer in season two. Um, it was a 1 day gig, but it was a lot of fun. It's a very different atmosphere from, a big production movie, but with the TV shows, they run almost identical. It's just a smaller group of people. but it's fun because I was starting to get established a little bit. So I had known some of the people that I was on set with. Um, when you roll up, they bring you from your trailer, which was wicked. First time having my own trailer was pretty amazing. They come in, they grab you, put you in the SUV, you roll up on set, everyone's opening doors for you, they're screaming, talent's coming through. It was such a cool experience, man. Everyone's like, who is this guy? What? Oh my God. Giving high fives and shaking hands and stuff, and then go in, do the scene. It was pretty crazy. Like, get in, directors are like, all right, you're a big guy. Just be scary. Done. I've been a bouncer for like 20 years, so I know how to turn it on and off. And, he's like, all right, show me your mean face, and stand there and I give it. And he's like, okay, let's roll. But yeah, really, really fun experience. They don't, they're not ones to mess around. So it's like, it's 3, maybe 4 takes and you're moving on to the next scene. So, they're quick, they're calculated, but it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
It's awesome. All right. So now also we have another TV series that you worked on. This one is titled Billy the Kid. I was experienced working on that one.
That was cool. That was a really big, big production. It's about the outlaw Billy the Kid way back when New Mexico was just becoming a thing. And filming here in the middle of January, it's like -30. So it was real cold. But I think we had probably about 50 hand warmers stuck in every pocket and everywhere we could hold on to it. And we're trying to get the camera ready to go, and we've got everything blocked out. And then we go to start this gunfight that we have, and it's so cold that the camera's not rolling. So we go through this whole gunfight, and then the camera operator just goes, yeah, we didn't get any of that. So, so we had to reset the whole thing, come back. They reload all the guns, do all the prep work again. We had to fix all the broken windows that we smashed out. Like, crazy, crazy scene to be a part of, and none of it was caught. And then we're all freezing to death. So they stick us in trailers to try and warm up. Go back a couple hours later after they fix it. Okay, let's do this all again. Have another gunfight, windows smashing, blanks going everywhere. Yeah, we had some sound issues on that one. Oh my God, you get so we finally got it after a couple of takes, but really wild, like big gunfight. There's probably 15 of us in this scene doing this gun battle with Tom Blythe, who was the main actor in that one, and really super nice guy. But yeah, I had some dialogue back and forth with him. Just a really cool series if you haven't watched it. I mean, if you like the way back Western kind of stuff, it was pretty fun. But it was really cold, and but it was a really cool experience for sure.
I love it. I love it. All right. So Kevin, with the projects that you worked on, the film and the TV series, curious, what would you say has been your greatest achievement so far?
Um, Becoming a full union member, which that was a big deal. I mean, I was always shooting for that to become part of ACTRA. So I achieved that, and then about a year later, I went on to the ACTRA board. So now I'm an official board member for ACTRA, and kind of help shape the future of what we do for our actors in this province.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Kevin, when you're not on set, when you're not acting, when you don't have any scripts, could you share a fun fact about yourself? What do you like to do in your pastime to kind of like wind down from the productions?
Um, when we have the weather, I ride my motorcycle as much as possible. It is the most therapeutic thing, in my opinion, you could ever do. Um, you have to be so grounded in that moment. You can't have ideas and thoughts and everything flowing around in there. You are so focused on the 20 feet in front of you that nothing gets to you, right? So if you're just having the bad day, get on the bike, you go, you're focused on what you're doing right then and there, and everything just kind of melts away. If I'm not doing that, I'm trying to watch football. If I'm not doing that, I'm actually writing my own scripts. So,
Awesome. And would you be able to share with us any current projects that you're working on or any projects that you have in the future? Kind of give us a
yeah,
teaser a little
absolutely.
bit.
Absolutely. We just wrapped filming on a short film called Don't Turn Around, a little horror short that we put together. a friend and I, Matthew, actually, who you had on your podcast a little while ago. We he kind of came to me with the idea. A couple of days, we had a script flushed out, and within 30 days, we were already in production of making this film. So it happens fast when you got people that are motivated and want to do the work.
That's awesome. And that is true. That is definitely true. All right. So Kevin, now we're at that part of the episode where I asked the guest this question. What is a book, a TV show, or a film that you recommend to an aspiring actor or even inspiring filmmaker?
Just something, if you're going to get started and you want to be a part of it, the best thing I can say is look up the book by Jeff Seymour. It's called Showing Up Like a Pro. This, it is the perfect introduction to telling you what's going to happen on your very first day of set, what you need to look for, who to talk to, just everything to navigate, and the etiquette you need to have. It is something I wish somebody would have showed me at my very first day, because I did look like a goof wandering around going, hey, where do you go from here, guys? What am I looking for? So this was something that I would highly recommend to anybody getting started. It's a great book. The guy's been around in the industry a long, long time, so he has a ton of insight. And I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, that's just the best one I found.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. All right, everyone, that wraps up our episode today. Kevin, thank you again for dropping by and sharing your journey with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, remember, everyone, we're here every Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're on YouTube, and we all also on those podcast platforms. Remember, Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, everyone, stay inspired, keep creating. Inside Plug, signing out.